So in this video I'm just going to explain the thought process behind the Arrowflex nibs. So let's start off with a standard nib. This is really poorly drawn, I apologize. Normal nib looks something like this, a bit more symmetrical perhaps. We can increase the flex by extending the length of slit. We can add a crosscut to increase softness and increase flex. If we add 2 crosscuts, we'll get some more flex. If we add 3, even more. Say if we take this length here, from here to here, and just add infinite crosscuts. We get a massive hole in the nib, but it's really soft. Now we don't want the hole in the nib because it'll disrupt ink flow and it'll disrupt the capillary action between the nib and the feed. So instead of cutting out this entire hole, we just cut out the outline of this. So if I re-raw the nib, really bad at drawing nibs. We just cut out the outline and we get this shape, and I don't want stress concentration points here and here, so I'm just going to round this off, and it both looks nice and has a practical purpose and looks like an arrow shape. It's named Arrowflex. I don't thin the nibs at all. I rarely thin the nibs because the amount of softness it adds is very little and it just makes the nib less stable. So all I do is I cut out this shape. Sometimes if I want to make it a bit softer, I will trim the sides here and here, just trim the shoulders here and here. So it'll look something like this, but that's not really necessary. So for example, this nib here, the one I'm using, doesn't have trimmed shoulders, so it'll still put down a super fine line and flexed, it'll put down a really wide line, and the nib hasn't sprung. It'll still put down a super fine line if I need it to. Yeah. Oh yeah, the feed system. That's another story. So I've done a lot of experimentations with the feeds. I use a good blue polymer feed and an over-under feed. So if we have the nib here from side view, let's make the nib like that, and we've got the main feed underneath. We have the arrow cutout here. We can lift the arrow cutout, so the arrow cutout is sticking out from the nib like this, and I'll place a bit of rolled up plastic like this underneath the feed, underneath the cutout I mean. So this bit of rolled up plastic has direct contact to the ink channel here, and it just provides a path for ink to flow from the ink channel in the main feed up above the nib and to the top of the nib here, and that's how I'm getting lines which are this wet. Yeah, I think that's the simplest way I can explain it. At the moment I'm using just sheet plastic, but I need to find a more durable material that'll last longer and won't need to be replaced every few months. But it functions really well, at least in the short term. And the filling system for the pen I'm using here is a converter. Oh, I'm out of ink actually. So yeah, it doesn't even need to be a piston filler for it to have a good ink supply. Thanks for watching.